Oh, hi everyone, it's Linda here from Just for Tummies, speaking to you this Saturday afternoon from my clinic here in Nottingham. I've got a full day of colon hydrotherapy treatments, but I just wanted to say a few words about one of the most common symptoms that people approach me for help with, and that's bloating, abdominal bloating. And many people just can't understand why they get so bloated and why it sometimes can be quite painful as well. So I know for many women this can be quite distressing because some women have reported to me that they've been asked when their baby is due and they're not pregnant. It's just very expanded, stretched intestines. So there are many causes of bloating, but I'm just going to concentrate on one in this video, and that is of chewing correctly. Now, many people tend to eat far too much, far too quickly, and far too late in the evening. It's important if you have got weak digestion that you be mindful of the amount of food that you are actually eating. And you need to chew it properly. We've got teeth for a reason, to be able to masticate and break down food. So as soon as we put food into our mouths, it's important that we mix it with the saliva that's produced in our mouths, because in this saliva there are important digestive enzymes, including amylase, that help break down carbohydrates. But we really need to chew that food and break it down so it's like a paste before we actually swallow it. And depending on what type of food that is, that may take you anywhere from 15 to 50 chews. So I know that can be boring, thinking about, oh, I've got to chew this mouthful of food 50 times. But another thing that many of us are guilty of is not making enough time to sit down and eat, not practicing conscious eating. So we tend to chew far too quickly. We're looking at our devices, looking at our tablets, our smartphones, maybe watching the television, maybe speaking to someone, and we're not in the moment of eating and chewing our food properly. So we tend to just, chew it a few times and then swallow it. Now, how can this cause bloating? Well, once that food lands in the stomach, it's being churned by the stomach and mixed with mucus and other digestive enzymes, and the stomach can do a pretty good job of that, but not always. And again, if you have weak digestion, what can happen, and I see this many times when I'm carrying out colon hydrotherapy treatments, I see undigested bits of food going down the outlet colonic tubing, and that's when I know that that person simply hasn't been chewing their food properly. If you're not chewing your food properly, then you're not going to be, or your small intestine is not going to be able to absorb as many nutrients, because the molecules simply won't be small enough. So they'll just get pooed out with your waste when you have a bowel movement. So you might have the best diet in the world, but if you're not chewing it properly, and if your small intestine is not able to absorb those nutrients, then you may as well eat rubbish junk food. If you're eating late in the evening for whatever reason, maybe it's because of work, you just don't get back from work until late, so you're not sitting down to eat until maybe 7, 8, sometimes 9 o'clock in the evening, then I would recommend that you take one of my Just for Tummies plant-based digestive enzyme tablets before you have that meal, because the last thing you want is, oops, I've dropped it. I'll just grab that. The last thing you want is getting into bed. Those are the tablets there. There you go. My Just for Tummies digestive enzyme tablets, £19.95 for 60 tablets in there. Vegan, vegetarian friendly, gluten and dairy free. So yes, going back to what I was saying, the last thing you want when you get into bed is a stomach full of food that's not being properly digested. This can lead to lots of fermentation, putrefaction, and those processes create a lot of gas. And a lot of gas means a lot of painful bloating. So that's my tip today in this video. Just be in the moment when you're eating. Try not to eat when you're feeling anxious or angry. We should be eating in a calm frame of mind. Chew your food properly. I always try to, because I'm guilty of chewing too quickly as well, of course I am when I'm really busy, but I try to remember to put down my knife and fork in between mouthfuls, and then that gives me a little bit more time to chew the food better. If you have got weak digestion, don't drink water with your meals. The water might just dilute your own digestive enzymes, so drink water half an hour before or an hour after the meal. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little talk, and there'll be more of those coming soon. There are many causes of bloating, but not chewing properly and chewing when you're not in a relaxed frame of mind can be one of them. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye bye.